Hi, I'm Green Rice, and you're watching Disney Channel. And you're watching episode 3 of my top 10 worst movies. Today we have number 8, Internet Dating. Released in 2008, this is a sex comedy starring Katt Williams. It was written by Romeo and directed by his father, Master P. If you want a testament to this man's quality of filmmaking, he has more than one movie on the list. I know Master P is an icon, alright, and I respect his grind, but grind alone does not a good movie make. Katt Williams plays this mega horn dog named Mickey who prowls the internet on a desperate quest to get some booty. Right off the bat, there's some very 2000s jokes.
Little people? Thank you very... Okay, you should have said midget. Trannies. God damn it, that's a terrible abbreviation. I thought that had something to do with women that like transmissions.
Apart from that, there's a painful amount of obvious improv all over the movie. This became a problem with comedies in general as time went on, but it's perplexing how bad it is here because Katt Williams is actually funny. I don't know if he strictly took this role as a favor or if Master P kidnapped him and made him do it at gunpoint, but the result is a pretty unenthused performance from one of the most charismatic comedians of all time. Clifton Powell plays a pimp, yeah I couldn't believe it either, named Leroy, and he gives Mickey some bedroom tips.
Don't want them kind of sandwiches, you got too much onions on them sandwiches, Mickey. And make the breast thing and that get into their system, get in their coochie. And then when they work in it, it's the onion just come out the coochie, shoot out, pow!
Hilarious. This is also the first time we see these thought bubbles like an episode of Blind Date. Remember that? No? Good. I don't know whose idea it was to include this, but it's stupid. No deeper analysis needed, it's just plain old stupid. On the subject, there's also cartoon sound effects. Might have just been the editor, but I feel like blaming Romeo for this.
Hold up a minute. I done caught you jacking off.
How do you make? Wonderful. How do it be? Do you ejaculate?
Yes.
Do you know what ejaculate means?
Enough! Master P plays Trey, owner of the dating site Mickey uses. Peep the Kristen ITC font, by the way, very classy. I used to write stories with that in Word documents when I was 12. Anyway, Trey is also Mickey's cousin, and he apparently stalks Mickey's profile like a weirdo. Of course, it's not explained how this company actually works, but it seems like it's part dating site and part matchmaking service. Yeah, this receptionist lady, Claudia, puts people together sometimes. Maybe it's a feature that can be toggled, maybe it's just bad writing. Anyway, there's a romance set up between these two. It's so empty and random though. But forget that, time for the funniest part of this whole thing. The late great Reynaldo Rey. He plays Mr. B, the owner of the sub shop Mickey works at. He reprimands Mickey for being 20 seconds late among other things.
Customers been complaining about long stringy hair off in their shit. Now who you think I'm gonna blame?
Erica.
No, not Erica, you little silly motherfucker.
He's only in a couple scenes, but they're by far the best parts of the whole movie, and I'm not exaggerating.
And I hate you too, you little motherfucker. I think of you while I'm at the strip club.
Here's something actually kind of funny. This is Charisse, one of Trey's employees. He gets her to play a prank on Mickey for him as a favor. The plan is for her to dress up real fly and go down to the shop during Mickey's break and tell his coworkers she's looking for him, so he'll think a hot chick came to meet him. It's an a-hole thing to do, but the sheer stupidity of it makes me kinda give it a pass. There's no reason whatsoever to do this, it's just dumb. I can't even be mad at it. Side note, why are all of Trey's employees so thirsty for him? Nothing against Master P, but these chicks are all over him like he's Michael B. Jordan. Wait, this is 2008, Lance Gross. Mickey takes his lunch break to meet a woman he was chatting with, but she's fat so he runs away.
Boy, do you know what I would do with that?
Charisse goes to the shop as planned. Erica's acting all jealous and the guys are acting all horny.
He's not here?
No, he'll be breast back. He'll be right back.
It's a crap show.
Fake though anyway. You know how they be propped up, you know? I want to prop mine up too.
Yeah, you fine, babe.
I like those. I like those. I love her.
Back at the office, Claudia randomly starts fantasizing about Trey at her desk. It's the middle of the workday, lady. The woman who ran Mickey off complains to Trey about it. She's called Peaches, by the way. Does she work here too? Because I imagine dating sites would have policies barring employees from using the platform that way. I guess Romeo just had no idea how these things worked. Charisse returns to Mr. B, still pretending she's looking for Mickey. Guess she's just really committed to the bid. She should have stayed away though, because Master Roshi over here grabs a handful.
Do you know who my brother is?
Never do that again in your life. Never.
This is a great example of the film's disastrous audio. It gets really bad in scenes like this where there's reverb. Anyway, Mr. B is lucky she didn't clock him, and he would have deserved every piece of it.
You must learn to be gentle with the young ladies.
Trey refuses to let go of his stupid plot to prank Mickey, by the way. Putting Charisse up to it was one thing, but then he sends this trashy tweaker lady and a boxer played by Leslie Jones. I don't know about you guys, but that's 2 unwanted advances too many for my taste. Assault. It's freaking hilarious. I'm still new to this crap, so I have no idea what will or won't get me age restricted, and YouTube seems to apply its rules selectively anyway, whatever they actually are, so I'm just trying to make sure everyone can see the video. Charisse gives Trey an earful after what Mr. B did to her. Deserved. But she doesn't appear again for the rest of the movie. I'm just gonna assume Trey killed her. Mickey starts chatting with a new woman, but it's pretty funny this time because they both catfish each other. She says she's looking for someone tall, handsome, and white, and describes herself as blonde with blue eyes and a big booty.
I was trying to get me a white man. White men like blonde.
Literally none of that is true. She's not blonde, she's not even white, she's Mexican. Mickey takes the cake though because he assumes the identity of a real person. He tells her he's Luke Walton, a forward for the Lakers at the time.
I was trying to get a white girl.
Guess he thought she wouldn't notice. He also claims to be 6'7", but not before climbing up on this love seat. This is basically just to set up a joke later on.
You say you were 6'7", you like this.
Did you ask me where I was standing at the time? No.
Which is a funny line on its own. It doesn't need this explanation of, well, he lied about everything else, but he's kind of telling the truth about this one thing, kind of. Just muddies it for no reason. Luke Walton is 6'8", by the way.
Get your facts straight.
Things, of course, don't work out when they meet up. You've no doubt noticed the blurred logo on his jersey. This happens throughout the movie, except of course when the editor just forgets to. But this raises the obvious question of, why not just have your actors wear plain clothing with no designs? They just put these huge blotches in the middle of the shot, which could have been avoided so easily. Mickey wears a Money Mike shirt, by the way. Does Money Mike exist in this universe? Does Katt Williams exist in this universe? Whatever. Anyway, back to Mandy. The girl's name is Mandy. At least that's what she says. This is honestly one of the funnier scenes.
If you don't get off my porch, I'm gonna call the police.
They just gonna ask for my autograph.
Operator, there's a black man here with a big gun in front of my house. Yes.
Yeah, he messed up. Let's just have relations and call it even. No. I'll be happy with your booty. You'll be happy that I'm not anything you wanted. Yeah. You alone? Oh, this is bad. I'm gonna call the police this time. Let me see it.
Eventually, one of her homegirls picks her up and she ditches Mickey on the porch. Pretty anticlimactic, not much to say about it. We're in for a lot of cartoonish antics from here. Mickey goes to Leroy for more advice about women.
Talk to him. Did you know that the cold cut special is not only full of cold cuts, but it's special? You know what makes it special? The cheese.
Okay, Katt is able to make some of this bad writing funny with his delivery.
Go make a fruit salad, and I'll rock your world.
No.
Alright, listen.
I said the same.
Make it look at me.
I said the same thing you said.
Okay, no,
I said exactly what you. She already made up her mind. She didn't like me.
There's a new trainee at the shop named Myra. She's this stereotypical annoying nerd character with allergies. The sickly neurotic geek, if you will, complete with a snorting laugh. But joke's on you, movie, I like characters like this. I find them endearing. I had a huge crush on Lisa Zemo back in the day. That's right, pre-makeover, I don't care what anyone says, but I'm getting off topic. Trey hooks Peaches up with his friend Rabbit, who, according to a flashback, may have been engaging in inappropriate conduct with little girls. It's unclear if this is a case of mistaken identity or if he actually did it, and the film just quickly glosses over it. Why, Romeo? Why? Anyway, Peaches spanks him and leads him up to her BDSM dungeon, never to be seen again. I'm just gonna assume she killed him, and he might deserve it. That's a weird thing to make ambiguous, Romeo. Just saying. Trey is still on that bullcrap as he gets another of his employees to mess with Mickey. This one isn't even just a prank though, check it out. He picks her up in Trey's car and she has him rob a guy at gunpoint, puff some of that ganja,
smoking that smoke,
which Trey said he doesn't usually even do, and then she almost gets them both shot by some dope boys. Later on, Mickey gets pulled over, which leads to another relatively funny scene. The bar is at the Earth's core, by the way. They find the pistol in the car and shenanigans ensue.
What is this? I don't know what that is. That looks like a cell phone. Y'all seem like nice officers, and I know y'all just doing y'all job.
Are you bribing us?
I'm trying if you'll let me get to it. If you had asked for my wallet, you'd have seen how much money.
All right, you're going to jail, sir.
These cops are as doofy as he is. They open the passenger door for him. Why, dude? Trey bails Mickey out the next morning, and he's all pissy because he had to pay the tow yard to get his car back.
This whole operation was your idea.
Erica goes on hitusup.com and meets a guy named Akeem, played by Michael Blackson, and it's just the same character he plays in everything, a loudmouth African stereotype. I feel kinda bad for Michael because it seems like filmmakers typecast him this way, and audiences have just come to expect it, but at the same time he's made a successful career out of it, so yin and yang. Anyway, Erica just laughs at him and it goes nowhere. Trey seemingly learns his lesson and decides to hook Mickey and Erica up as a genuine match. He gets the genius idea to have himself and Claudia use Mickey and Erica's profiles to set up a meet. The thing is, it looks like they're all online at the same time, so wouldn't Mickey and Erica see messages being sent by their accounts that they didn't type? This and the fact that all these people are comfortable inviting strangers they just met online to their houses just screams that Romeo literally has no idea how any of this crap works, or apparently even how people work. Très bizarre. Oh yeah, another thing is, this is illegal? I mean, this has to be a violation of state consumer laws, privacy laws, it's gotta be identity theft as well. We're talking computer fraud, even a terms of service violation considering its unauthorized use of an account. See, this is the fun part of watching poorly written movies. You get to pick apart the stuff that makes no sense. Claudia dolls herself up to impress Trey, saying she took his advice, which is kinda silly because his advice was to let her hair down and wear contacts instead of glasses. That's it. The makeup, cowboy hat, or cowgirl hat I guess, the dress and heels, she got a whole freaking makeover, dude, that's all her. I'm almost as disappointed as when, interestingly, Claudia quits on the spot so she can be with Trey. Yeah, despite this company's many unethical practices such as sending people to assault your site members and commandeering their profiles, not to mention flirting with co-workers among who knows what else, workplace relationships are a bridge too far. Mickey goes to meet Erica and God,
Ooh-wee, baby!
they're each surprised that the other is who they were talking to. We know that's not the case, but whatever. The setup of this pairing isn't all that fleshed out, but it's at least there. I can't say this came out of nowhere, it's established that she at least finds him funny.
I can show you how to take a nap without keys. You gotta trust me on this. I'm a professional at taking naps at work. You really just need a power nap. You can put up this aluminum foil. You can just take like this.
Regardless, this comes off like another scene that was heavily improv, and whether in spite of or because of that, I kinda like it.
Shot the bus over here?
I could have. I didn't.
Thanks for combing your hair. That's messed up. I look all nice when you look like that.
I got tired of getting dressed up. You don't know what I've been through.
It doesn't feel like a typical, rom-com interaction. The way Erica playfully scolds his disheveled appearance, Mickey's beaten demeanor after everything he's been through in the past few days, plus his awkward jokes, it feels like how real people might act in this situation, and I appreciate that for some reason. Things go left pretty quickly when The Rock shows up to cause trouble. Nah, this is Erica's ex, Nick, and we learn she has a son with him. Alright, let's talk about it, why not? Now, Erica's personal life is nobody's business, that's a given. But is it unethical to omit details like having a jealous ex with whom you have a child? I'd say yes, because it puts everyone in danger. Raising a child is a huge commitment on its own, but now you gotta deal with physical violence because this man can't control his temper? I'd take the tweaker chick over that. Probably. Maybe not. Nick makes a big scene talking about, I'm trying to see my son.
You need to call before you come over here.
I called you at work. You hung up on me.
You know what?
Where's my son
I don't mess with
at?
you because you crazy. Hanging up don't mean bring yourself over here. You can't be coming over here unannounced, disrespecting my household.
Calling, man?
Mickey immediately gets on the phone and calls someone. Nick refuses to leave and starts getting aggressive with Erica. Wonder why she has custody and he doesn't. Mickey tries to defend her but gets tossed like a rag doll. Before Nick can get any more out of control, Trey arrives and scares him off.
Cool, you got problems with my people? I'm here to see you. Got problems with my people? You got problems with me, homie? Cool, man. For real. Hey, Erica, I'm gonna talk to you later.
No, you're not. You're gonna talk to my mom because that's the only way you about to see Junior.
Right,
communicate with her.
And that's awesome. Who doesn't love seeing a dirtbag get put in his place? Erica reveals that her son isn't even there. He's at his grandma's. Now, in all fairness, I doubt that it would have deterred Nick, but you still could have mentioned it. And so, everyone lives happily ever after. I don't have a funny joke or a poignant observation to end with, just the movie sucks. One of the biggest issues is the audio. I don't think they used a boom mic at all. I'm telling you, this whole thing was filmed on a Sony Handycam and they just used the audio from that. The acting is fine actually. It's no worse than any other random brain-dead comedy, but Katt Williams' performance in particular may be a testament to his acting ability. I mean, I don't know the man, but if you've ever seen him perform or even just be interviewed, you know he exudes confidence and charisma. Mickey does not. He just lacks self-awareness. So I think Katt did an exceptional job, especially given the atrocious material he had to work with. Speaking of which, I'm honestly not sure how to address the writing. It's bad, but I can't tell how much is the script and how much is just the actors riffing. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Romeo just wrote the setup for each scene and the actors had to fill in everything else. But even with all that said, as a human being, businessman, humanitarian, I have absolutely nothing negative to say about Master P. I've always respected his grind and his commitment to building others up. For those who don't know, this man is a legitimate philanthropist. For example, he started the Team Hope Foundation, which does so much incredible work helping the elderly, the youth, and the homeless. And that's just one example. So yeah, this movie might be a giant heap of trash, but one thing I'm not gonna do is use that as an excuse to trash the man who directed it. This one's number 8 because I got a few genuine laughs out of it and it's surprisingly kinda quotable.
Nigga gon' get some news. Sing it again. Nigga gon' get some news. When he gon' get it?
The only reason I'd recommend it is if you just want to laugh at how bad it is, but even that loses its novelty at some point. You've been warned.